I'm curious, what are some of your like personal hypotheses or ideas that maybe hasn't been covered in science yet,
Mm.
but that can help testosterone?
Hmm. I would say let's focus on. I love that question. I love that question just
Okay.
because it tends to have you think out of the box and
Right.
also integrate your personal life into these kind of problems. Like, what can we do
Right.
here, right? So
And
one,
we could put it another way. What experiments or studies would you like to see
yeah,
conducted?
one thing I really like is this thing called SARMs, right? These are selective androgen receptor modulators. These have existed since the 50s, I believe, but there's not enough research on these, even though, so what are they, right? So what am I talking about? So selective androgen receptor modulators are they're chemicals, right? These are agonists or antagonists, which are essentially chemicals that act on a receptor selectively, right? So think of today, right? What do we have? We have problems where we have prostate cancer problems, right? So we know
Hmm.
we have studies that have been done where if you if you essentially take the testosterone out of let's say a rat, right? There's like rat studies, mice studies. You take testosterone out of rats and mice, and the prostate cancer that was induced either through the experiment or some kind of mechanism, it actually goes away, right? So we know for a fact that prostate cancer is androgen dependent, right?
Hmm.
Now, a lot of people, what they want is they want beard growth, right? They want libido, they want morning wood, they want muscle gains, they want to lose belly fat, but they don't want to have prostate cancer, right? So having SARMs, which is a selective androgen receptor modulator, will allow us to target certain receptors to have androgens act on them and other receptors to androgens not act on them.
Hmm.
So that is what we would want at the end. We want specifically to allow, right? Because I mean, what is medicine for, right? What is technology and medical research for if we can improve people's quality of life, right? And you're not going to convince somebody to be like, oh yeah, I'm okay. Some people are crazy, man. Like in today's world, especially where facial hair is like super hip now, very trendy. A lot of guys have this very big pain point of, man, I can't grow facial hair, and that is why girls don't like me. Or even more is if you look at just body fat, right? Like gynecomastia is there, which is something that is because there's a lot of estrogen in someone's body, and obviously there's some just like the breast glands are there too. But that's the surgery thing. That's people get carried away with that. But that is what I would like to see. Some modulators of these receptors that act on where we need them to act and don't act where we don't need them to act, right? That's
Okay.
one thing that I would like to see.